Hi, this is Christian from Appivo. Today we're going to build an easy app. We start with giving it a name, and it's going to be all about contacts, so let's just call it Contacts. Data model is the most essential part of your app and also your database. We start giving it the name, and you can also choose between a document or data, but don't worry about the difference there. Now we created our first data model, and since this app is all about contacts, the first one is Contact. Double-clicking on the data model takes you to the attributes. And now we're going to start with adding on 3 string attributes. String attributes are just plain text. And the first one with our data model here will be name, since our contact will have a name. The second string will be phone number, and the last one will be email. As a fourth attribute, we add on an integer. Integer means that the system will force you to use a number, and here that will be age. To be able to use the app, we need to have a user role. We start with adding on only one user role. We can have just as many as we wish, but here we start with having the admin. And the admin can do everything, therefore I just picked select all. Most apps have a user interface for the user to interact with it. In the Appivo platform you can build both desktop interfaces but also mobile interfaces. We start with the desktop interface and create our first view. Here we auto-generate the view, and we decide to go for a form view. A form view is where I create data. And here we connect it to the proper data model, and since we only have one, it's going to be contacts. And here we have our first view. The second interface we will create will be a list view, where we can see all the contacts that we created in the form view. We will still auto-generate it, and we just make sure that it's linked with the data model contacts. The list here is now empty since we haven't created any contacts yet, but if we had a few contacts, they will already be visible in this interface. The start view will be the first view that the user sees when they start using the app. And here we just decide to go for the list view to be the landing page. To allow the user to navigate in the app, one suggestion could be to create menu items. Menu items would be in the top of the screen. In this app so far we will only have 2 menu items. One was the list that I already made, and secondly I choose to have one that I call, let's say, create. That is linked to the form view. That's all for this lesson. Now the app is actually usable, so we try adding on a little data and create our first contacts here. And in the next lesson I'm gonna show you how we create a second data model and how we will relate that to the first data model. We will also fiddle around a little bit more with the different interfaces.